Hi, it's me, Puppy, and welcome to my channel. Today is a short video on the top 5 dogs of JRPGs. Why dogs? Well, for one, it's my name. And two, dogs are rather scarce in JRPGs and RPGs. These genres tend to be cat and cat people dominated, such as Morgana from Persona 5 and Miracle from Star Ocean: The Last Hope. And it's time that the good boys and good girls get recognized. These are in no particular order, and this is purely my own opinion. Let's begin. Angelo. From the less than popular, though I still enjoyed it, Final Fantasy VIII is Rinoa's Australian shepherd companion who helps her and the party out in battle. He appears as Rinoa's first limit break, of which she has two, the second one being Angel Wings. Most of his attacks and support actions are random. Some can be picked, but he can also show up at any time in any battle with a helpful aid. He can attack with Angelo Cannon, heal with Angelo Recover, or find useful items with Angelo Search. While he may not be a main party member or show up that often, this precious pup can really help you out in a pinch. Red 13 is Final Fantasy VII's wolf-like. Yes, he is a wolf. The official Final Fantasy wiki says so, and they do say he is lion-like as well, but for this video, he is a wolf. He is also an experimental specimen that we meet for the first time in Shinra's headquarters. His race is said to be very long-lived, and he would be around 16 in human years. Red 13, or Nanaki, as he is originally named, uses pin/head ornaments to attack, and his stats are pretty well balanced, depending on what materia you put on him. I usually let him have the enemy skill materia and use him as support. His limit breaks are a mix of attacks and support skills using his claws, fangs, and sometimes even the moon and stars. Red 13 has a stoic and wise demeanor. He is my favorite playable character in Final Fantasy VII, and I was actually really sad he didn't get many lines or screen time in the Advent Children movie. Guess we're just gonna have to wait for that mythological 7 remake. Shadowhearts was a not-so-well-known JRPG trilogy on the PS2 and PS3. It had a quirky cast of characters, from Joachim, the flamboyant vampire who tended to use anything he picked up as a blunt weapon, Mao, the talking drunken cat with dreams of being a movie star, and many more, plus a fun, unique battle system using the Judgment Ring. However, we are taking a look at the beautiful white wolf Blanca. Blanca is a well-rounded fighter who uses his claws and teeth to attack. His equipable weapons are whetstones to keep both sharp and battle-ready. His special attacks utilize the moon and comets, and even has healing abilities. He also has a very fun minigame called the Wolf Bouts, where you can go search out other wolves to battle solo, and that's also how you get his skills and power them up. Blanca is quiet and calm, knowledgeable and yet still fearsome. He's an extremely fun character to play around with, especially if you love having non-human players in your party. I highly recommend you play Shadowhearts 1, 2, and 3 and enjoy all the wonderful characters that come with it, especially Blanca. Probably one of the most visually stunning games on the PS2, Xbox, and now PS4 and Xbox One as well, is the ink brush painting inspired Okami. The main protagonist is another beautiful white wolf with red markings named Amaterasu. She is the incarnation of the sun goddess who has been called upon to stop the spread of evil, known as the antagonist Yami, which in Japanese means darkness, and bring color back to the lands. Amaterasu, or Ami, uses the celestial brush to attack enemies and draw objects that may be missing, broken, or just to call the sun if needed, plus many other functions. She uses the fiery sun disk on her back to mainly attack, and also sub-weapons. She uses her claws and fangs as well. She can get praise from completing quests or feeding animals, etc., that can be used to increase her various stats. How well she plays is entirely up to you, the gamer. Ami is a silent protagonist who communicates with yips, barks, and the occasional bite. She has humor and wisdom, even without saying a word. Her guide Isun and the NPCs, plus the celestial animals she comes across, help narrate what she cannot. She is strong, beautiful, kind, and a blast to play. Okami is a game that I highly recommend. Before I unveil the last JRPG dog, I do have some honorable mentions. I have not played these games, and one is not a JRPG, but these pups deserve recognition too. Rapide from Tales of Vesperia, Dogmeat from Fallout 4, all the Pokemon that are dogs, especially the evolutions, and Temmie from Undertale. Now without further ado, here is the last JRPG dog. Kuromaru, or Kuro-chan, is based off the story of the famous Shiba Inu Hachiko. He shows up about halfway through Persona 3 and joins you shortly after. He is a fire and Mudo user, and his persona is a three-headed dog Cerberus. Kuro-chan uses daggers as his weapon, and he doesn't shoot himself to activate his persona like his human party members do. His stats are balanced, and focuses on Agi and Mudo spells. Admittedly, Mudo is pretty useless really, until a certain dungeon that has enemies in it that are weak to Mudo attacks. While Kuro-chan doesn't speak, Aigis can understand him somewhat and translate what he is feeling. He is loyal and adorable, and you can even take him on walks in the game. If you do this, you may just find something useful. He also appears in Persona Q, the dungeon crawler, featuring the Persona 3 and Persona 4 cast. He is amazingly cute in it, and some of my favorite scenes include him. While he may not be the best pick to have in your party, as there are other better characters, and oh my goodness, the noise he makes when he gets hit just breaks my heart. It is so sad, you guys. But he is a smart and trusty ally to have by your side when facing down the dark hour, the enigmatic shadows, and everyone's favorite, Revolver Jesus. That wraps up my top 5 JRPG dogs. If you liked this and want to see more of this type of video, please comment. I would also never say no to a like, share, subscription, or, if you feel generous, a donation to help fund better equipment for better quality. As always, I am PuppyPaws, and thank you for watching. Bye!